Hello, everyone. Hey, it's Thanksgiving week, and a lot of us are winding down. I know I'm winding down. This is one of my favorite holidays of the year, and the reason for that is because of the traditions that I got from my starting from my grandfather. My grandfather's a Cuban immigrant. He had to leave Cuba. He was a very wealthy man in Cuba, left over to Miami, very little in his pocket, a family of 6 kids. My dad was 18. His youngest daughter was 5. I was born, after that. But his birthday was in late November. And as a result, he really liked Thanksgiving. So my dad is the oldest of 6. There's 26 grandkids that now get together with all of our siblings, our kids. There's still some aunt and uncles around. And we celebrate all that we have to be thankful for. Now, there's probably more to be thankful for than you realize. For our family, we inherited a strong Hispanic heritage, but also a strong Catholic Christian heritage. And that to us means a lot. There are stories from when we were growing up of my grandfather and my grandmother praying the rosary every night on their knees. It was something they did a lot of. To give you an idea of how well ingrained and how well they passed that along to my father's generation, my father passed away 3 weeks ago. And he went through many years of dementia. Towards the end, he was, not at all clear. But the one thing, he passed away 3 weeks ago. This past summer, he could still recite the rosary without any help from anybody else. It was just part of who he was. And we have to be thankful, or I have to be thankful, because of that spiritual heritage as Catholics that we got from him. I've made a habit, and frankly, it was reinforced with my dad passing away, of praying the rosary. I try to pray the rosary 5 times a week. I kind of have my walk when I do it. And, I have my best self, goal setting. And one of them is I need to pray a certain amount of time every week. Not because it's something that they told me was a good thing, but because it settles me. It connects me with something that's so much bigger than myself. And I have to be thankful that I'm not just dependent upon me. I have to realize I run a business. I have a digital agency. We work with small business owners. We work with lawyers. We work with a lot of people. And a lot of people that are very stressed out. Running a small business is no walk in the park, as a lot of us know. But when you ground yourself in some solid spiritual foundations, and in my case, it's, I'm Catholic, I'm Christian. That's what I hold on to. That's my foundation. And I find it would be very difficult to live my life, to stay married. My wife and I are going to be celebrating 34 years married. We've got 3 daughters, all of which actually like us. 2 of them still live with us, but they're doing very well. One of them got married, seems to be doing really well with her husband. But I have to be extremely thankful, because not only do I have, the benefits that come from living in this country, and that's something I got only because my parents said, hey, we're getting out of Cuba. This whole communism thing is not working for us, and we don't want our children to be raised under that influence. So they came over here regardless of how much they had to go through to do that. So that's something huge. So I want to say my big challenge, and the challenge for a lot of us that have inherited cultures from immigrants that came to this country, is what are we going to do so that the next generation, the kids that are looking to us as their role models, pick up a lot of the same things that we picked up from the viejos, from the old folks, so that they get that same thing. I've seen many immigrant cultures water themselves down to the point where they lose what's really important to them. And it's, my dad's upbringing, having just hit the beaches here from Cuba and starting a family when he was just, trying to figure out how to learn English. And mine, where I'm a professional, my dad paid for my master's degree in computer science. I've worked corporate America. Now I work for myself. My upbringing, the upbringing of my kids is very different. But can I preserve the essence of that spiritual life, the things that make us who we are? Can I pass that on to the next generation? And so I'm thankful for what I'm inherited, and I hope that that inheritance enables me to push to my kids, my nieces and nephews, and frankly, everybody that's around me, that same foundation so that they get that and they're not left with a vacuum that makes life very, very difficult to run. So with that, I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, many blessings, many prayers go out there. And, let's make sure that the people around you appreciate that you're thankful for them. God bless everybody.